Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mayor Paul Medani on behalf of Township Council, Deputy Mayor Huffenell, Councilman Shacklin, Love, Lamb, Barnshaw, and Councilwoman Belling. We're here with our weekly Deptford video. And before we start, I want you to make sure you look at the website because this summer is packed with events. So please look at the website. We want to see you out at one of our events. And I'm going to mention them at the end of the video. But today we're going to do some history of Deptford Township, like we said last week. Well, I want to get through it real quick. What we're going to do is start at the beginning because there's so much history in Deptford, and in future videos we're going to move through the 1800s, the 1900s, up until right now. So anyway, we're going to start back in the beginning. Deptford was one of the 5 original townships incorporated with Gloucester County in 1695. We were a rural farming community, but we had other industries. One was Almanesson Lake. Almanesson was founded in 1789 by Daniel Lamb. The name Almanesson is a Native American name, which means place of little fox. So it was a major rice producer back in the day. And by major, I mean the whole region used Almanesson Lake's ice. They even shipped it to Philadelphia back in the day. So in 1874, the lake became known as Almanesson Lake Park. And it was a major tourist attraction, especially with folks coming from Philly. There was a trolley line that ran from Woodbury down Cooper Street to the park, where people would take the train from Philly, get on the trolley, and go to the park for swimming, all kinds of things. And we're going to talk about that at a later date, but it was a major tourist attraction. And actually what happened was summer homes got built around the park, and then those homes kind of spread into what is now known as the Blackwood Terrace section. So that whole area was like a summer tourist attraction. Timber Creek, which defines a large portion of Deptford's borders, got its name from the timber industry here in Deptford, and they cut timber, floated it up Timber Creek to Philadelphia to use for heating and wood producing for homes. That was a major industry here. Also in 1793, another great historical event, John Pierre Blanchard landed here from the first manned flight in America's history. He took off from Philadelphia, landed right here in Deptford Township. We know where he landed because the Clement oak tree was noted on historical records. Actually, the Native Americans used to meet under that tree. It just got struck by lightning last year, regretfully. Parts of it are still alive, but it was one of the largest living oak trees in the United States at the time. And Clements Ridge Road, let's get to that right out front here. Clements Ridge Road is named after the Clement family farm back in the day, back in the 1700s. It's a very historical road. The Hessians, who lost at the Battle of Red Bank, which was a major Revolutionary War battle, actually marched up Clements Ridge Road and over Clements Bridge. So let's get back to this now. Jonas Cattell. Jonas Cattell, who was a hero of that Red Bank battle, is buried right here in Deptford Township. And as a matter of fact, his family lived on what was called the Lavender Hill Plantation, which was located right here behind us in the Cooper Village section of Deptford back in the 1700s. Delsey Drive, which is over to our right, which all of you are familiar with. The name Delsey Drive derives its name from the Delaware River to the sea, hence Delsey Drive. It was kind of established in the mid-1800s, but it's an old historical road. Philomena Lakeview Inn, which all of you know about. That's an old historical spot. It was actually a stagecoach stop back in the 1700s. We still have many historical homes listed here in Deptford Township. Let me tell you about a couple of them, probably 3 or 4 of them. The Nathan Ward House was built in 1791. That's actually over by the Deptford Library. The Pancoast Moore House is from the 1700s. The Pierce Jaggard House was built in 1794. That's still standing. And the Benjamin Clark House was built in 1769, which is also still standing. There's other ones, but very historical places in Deptford Township. So we're going to continue into the 1800s in later videos because we have so much history and so much to talk about. And we want to get you into the modern era too, because there's a lot to talk about there. But before we end the video, I want to mention a couple things. The Kids Run and Fun starts tomorrow at the high school. There's still time to sign up. You can go on the website, and even if you miss tomorrow, get the kids involved in it at a later date. It's only once a week. The Kite Day is at the Deptford Library, Friday, June 25th. Here's another very important one. You can get your summer discount tickets right here at the Municipal building or the Deptford Library. The tickets are for Hershey Park, Maurice Pier, the Splash Zone Water Park, and the Adventure Aquarium. So take advantage of those discounts for the family. But of course, we want you to stay here in Deptford because it's a great place to have fun in the summer. Get to Fasola Park, get to the splash pad, get to the playgrounds. So that's it for now. As always, we listen, we learn, we get things done for you. Have a great summer.